What a lot of people don't know is that when this solar energy hit this planet, when Christ energy hit this planet, see the meaning of the word Christ. It doesn't mean a person. It doesn't mean a man. Christ basically means the truth. It means the awareness. It means the openness. So whenever you talk about Christ, you are talking about the truth. You are talking about the light. Whenever you talk about the Antichrist, you are talking about the lie. You are talking about darkness. You are talking about death. So if you represent the Antichrist, you are talking about and you are representing the lie, the death, the darkness. But when you talk about Christ, you are talking about the truth, the light, and the life. This is why I talk about Christ. When I talk about Christ, I'm not talking about a man that you worship. I'm not talking about a entity. It's all within an energy. So the Antichrist that is about to hit this planet, it is going to be a man that got the energy of the Antichrist in him. It is going to be a man that got darkness in him, that has the lie in him, that has death in him. He's going to be the Antichrist. This is why he is called the Antichrist, right? And when Christ finally revealed itself on earth, it is going to come in the energy form because it is going to come through the people. The people is going to have the Christ in them, while the God that is going to reveal himself to the world is going to have the Antichrist energy in him. This is why it's going to be a war on the saints when it comes down to the Great Tribulation. Now, when this energy finally hit this planet, right, it is going to change a lot of people. And this is a part of the Great Deceived because they talked about this in The Simpsons, but they didn't do it all the way. They did it in a more funny way because it is a cartoon, right? But when this energy electromagnetic shift hit this planet, a lot of people is going to wake up and they are going to see themselves for who they really are. And they're going to see other beings for who they really are. And I must admit, and I must tell y'all, because I think I talked about this before, that when everything get revealed, because this is also a part of the Great Awakening, the Great Reveal. You are you are going to see the good beings. You are going to see the Christ beings for who they are. And you are going to see the Antichrist beings for who they are. Everybody is going to get revealed. Everybody is going to get revealed. So if you are of good or evil, you are going to be revealed. It is up to your soul and your spirit that can identify what good and evil is. So at the end of the day, like I have said many a times before, you are going to be the ultimate judge because your soul and your energy at the end of the day, at the end of your life, at the end of this whole mission and this whole experience of life, your soul and your spirit is going to be the one that makes the ultimate decision, not you, but your soul and your spirit. So if your soul and your spirit leads you down the road with Christ, that is where you are going to go because your soul led you there. But if your soul leads you down the road with the Antichrist, your soul is going to go there because your soul is led there. So right now we make choices every day of our life with our minds. A lot of times we go against ourselves. Our spirit and our soul could tell us something, but we go against our spirit and our soul because this is a part of the experience. But at the end of the day, when we finally make that last step, when we get at the crossroad at the very end of our experience on this earth, when it is all said and done, it is not going to be you that's going to make the choice. It's going to be your soul and your spirit that is going to make the ultimate choice because it is going to determine the rest of your eternal life or it's going to determine the rest of your death. So if you at the crossroads and it's time for you to make that choice and your Christ energy, your soul energy, your spiritual energy want to go that way, but you want to go against it and go that way, you are still going to go that way because your soul wants to go there. Even though you want to go there, even though throughout our lives we have always been questioning ourselves, sometimes we even go against ourselves. But at the end of this experience, when this whole simulation is all said and done, when this whole program fails, your soul and your spirit is going to have to make the ultimate decision, and it is nothing that you can do about it. You can't go against it. This is why I urge people and I tell people we really got to get to know ourselves spiritually. Because if we don't know who we are spiritually, we can't grow and learn who we truly indeed are. Like, we can easily learn who we are in the physical. You know you're a man, you know you're a woman, you know your wants, you know your goals, you know your needs, you know your accomplishments, you know the thing that you want to do. You know your personality, you know things about yourself. But when you go a deeper learning into your soul and your spirit, then you can start listening to yourself, and you can start listening to your inner dialect. Because you got some people that is living on this earth, they don't have no dialect at all. And a lot of people that don't dream, that don't think, that don't know how to think, that don't daydream, that don't have any thoughts, most likely a lot of these people are clones. They don't understand how a person that does have dialect, they don't even know how to experience that because they don't have it. They're like walking empty robots, and they were basically programmed to be in the system. See, the thing about it is, we as human beings, we were created by the system. The matrix system, our brains is connected. Our consciousness is connected to the system. So the entities and the demons that created this body, our brain, our consciousness is created and is made within the system. So this is why we are watched every single day. We are monitored every single day. Because the same being that created this body has also created the system that we are in, and we are connected to it. But the NPCs and the clones, they are the system. Okay, the system didn't make them. They are the system. See, the system created us. So even though we are a part of the system, we are not the system. The system just created us. So at the end of the day, we can go against that system if we just learn who we really are. But NPCs and clones, they are the system. So they don't have a choice to go against the system. They don't have a choice to go out of the system, to break free of it, because they are the system. Every day when they wake up, they are a system. See, the system created us. But just because the system created us, we are not a part of that system. You still have your free will to go against it. This is why now they are trying to get us to let go of our free will and denounce our free will. That is all a part of the mark of the beast. So you can denounce yourself. You can denounce your freedom and your free will. Because even though we are all a part of the system, we were all created by the system. Just because you was created by the system, it doesn't mean that you got to go against that. It doesn't mean that you got to go against it or you got to go with it. Just like we were all created from our mother and father. Just because you was made from your mother and father created you. That doesn't mean that everything that they wish, everything that they want you to do, you got to do it. You can also go against your mother and your father because you are not them, but they created you. So you can go against them. But if you are a part of them, if y'all three are one, then you can't go against them because you are them. So right now, we have to understand that we are in a program. We are in a matrix system program. And we all have our free will and freedom to get out of it if we choose to. But NPCs and clones, they can never get out of it because they are the system. So right now, this is why I keep telling people we have to grow spiritually into learning who we are, where we are, and why we are here. And understand that we are in a system that you have every right to leave if indeed you want to.